What's up, guys? You probably thought I dropped off the face of this earth, huh? Yeah, it's been a while since I put out a video, but there's been some big changes lately. And to put it a long story short, the Foxbody is sold. I got a good offer that I couldn't refuse, and I found my dream car. So I ended up selling the Foxbody. For anybody wanting to know what it brought, it brought $8,500. I sold it with the turbo stuff and with the drag pack. It was a running, driving, street drivable car. I figured $8,500 for a clean notch. That's LS swapped with a 4L80E was a pretty good deal. So I'm happy with the number, and I think the buyer is also happy. So, but without further ado, I want to introduce you guys to the project car. It's in my opinion, a minor step up. So let's check it out. So yeah, this is my 1994 Toyota Supra, and as you can tell, it is a right-hand drive Japanese spec Supra. It is not a US spec. It is not left-hand drive. I bought this from an importer down in Sarasota, Florida. His name is Chris Flo, and I mean, he owns Supermarket, and he's an amazing person. He keeps you in constant contact with everything he does with a car. This had a total repaint. What else? He cleans the interior spotless. He wet sanded and buffed everything. Just brings them back to a good condition to where the customer is happy, but he also can do small stuff to your requests. For example, if you don't like the factory whale spoiler, you can buy a TRD wing and he'll put it on, paint it and put it on for you. So there's just things here and there that you know, he goes above and beyond. Actually, he went above and beyond on everything, honestly. I went ahead and put different wheels on it. These are TT JDM wheels. I've got some Blitz wheels. I've already had them on there, but I took them off just because I want to get used to driving the car, and I don't want to, you know, nick these up. But they're nice Blitz staggered set of wheels. But yeah, this car was originally a black car, and I had it resprayed in a black with a light metallic in it. You can't see the metallic, and it's obviously very dirty in the garage, but you're probably also wondering why it's on jack stands, and I will tell you why. Let me open up the garage here so you can see. I just got finished putting the new exhaust. Oh, hey, look at that. Appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good one, man.
You too. Oh, ironic. UPS showed up. So yes. Let's go ahead and pop the hood for you guys. It is in I know I didn't mention that before, but before we open the hood, it's naturally aspirated. It is a non-turbo version. Obviously will not stay that way, but yeah, I opted for the HKS Carbon TI catback system. So it's got the nice titanium tip, but everything else is stainless steel. Incredibly clean underneath. I mean, this car has zero rust on it. The only thing that has rust on it is the diff, and that's just because they're cast. But everything else is incredibly clean. Car runs great, has lower mileage. I got a lot I want to do to this car. I got the big brakes, you know, sitting here in a box down here. Big brake set up for the front. I've already put the Series 2 or the 97, 98 tail lights on it, which is just like more of the silver colored tail lights and not a black color. So this is going to be the project from now on. These are the videos you will be seeing. There will be no more of the Foxbody unless somehow I end up with it back in my hands. I don't see that happening, but yeah, hopefully you guys don't hate me too much from going from an American muscle car to a Japanese import. And this is as Japanese as it gets. It's straight from Australia. I did not have it imported from Japan. It was imported from Australia. Two reasons for that. One being the cars seem to be cheaper than in Japan, and two, they seem to have way less corrosion on the underside. Japan sees harsh winters like we do. Australia does not. They're mostly just the tropical type weather, so everything just seems to be much cleaner and rust free. I've spent some money buying some panels here and there just to spruce up the interior a little bit so it's not so worn. You got to understand that these cars are 26 years old. This one is, at least, since it's a 94. It is a hard top. It is not an aero top. But yeah, like I said, big plans. These are the videos that you guys will be seeing from now on. It's going to be the Supra. It's not the Foxbody anymore. And I know I kind of left the Foxbody off on a bad note because you guys didn't get to see it running and driving very well. I know you saw like a minor startup, and obviously the VATS was still enabled, so you didn't get to the full spectrum of me finishing the car. But the car was finished. Like I said, it's treatable, no problem. I got to enjoy it with my son, going in a few car meets and whatnot. But it's just time to move on. That was supposed to be my forever car, but I think this is going to be my forever car. I've said that many times in my life, but this one is going to stick around for a while. So if I ever sell this, it's because I wanted an original TT V160 car. But for the price I paid for this, I can do all that work to it and still be under what a TT V160 would cost. I just won't have an original TT V160. So one other thing I forgot to mention that was a major upgrade I had done to this was it's got an R154 swap out of a JZX 100, which is your chaser in Japan. So it's got enough transmission to hold the power that I want to throw at it. If it's not enough power, I'll just go with the Grannis T56 kit. I just don't want to spend that much money on the transmission at the moment. These R154s can handle 700 to 800 no problem, supposedly. We'll find out. But yeah, I'm just going to enjoy the car for now and kind of tweak a few aesthetics things like cosmetic outside stuff, inside stuff. The brakes is one big thing. I've got drilled and slotted rotors for that. I've got TT rears coming, rear brakes. So just doing some stuff here and there, but it will get the TT swap eventually. I think I might just enjoy it for the summer, and then this coming winter, stockpile a bunch of parts and get it done in a few days. Call it good. But yeah, this is the introduction to the new car. I'm loving it. You guys will still see some videos of LS swapped stuff because I've got another project I'm taking on for somebody. It's going to be a 2002 Ford Ranger that's getting a 4L80E 660 LQ4 swap. I can actually take you into the garage and show you the progress I've made on it. So this engine used to be was supposedly a 90,000 mile LQ4, but if you look at it, the thing was completely rusted, and I went ahead and needle scaled it down, got the block super clean, and then I went ahead and engine painted everything, and this is how it currently sits. So you can see the block is incredibly clean. It's got new LS9 head gaskets on it, ARP head bolts. It's got a new AC Delco LS1 water pump. Still got the truck crank pulley, the truck alternator and power steering bracket set up. Just kind of spruce some things up, but it's got a BTR stage 4 cam in it. It's got BTR springs in it, the dual springs. What else does it have? It's got the F-body oil pan, and then he's got the 4L80E sitting over here. He had that built by a local shop. Supposedly can handle some pretty good power. They make their own converters. They built the trans. Supposed to be having that Ford Ranger come in tonight. So after today, you should start seeing some build videos on that. But minus the LS stuff, it's mostly just going to be the Supra. So just be prepared that there will no longer be any Foxbody videos unless somebody brings me a Foxbody to LS swap. Then you might see some videos. But For now, it's just going to be the Supra and the Ford Ranger. So I'm sorry guys, I haven't put out a video in a long time, so this is just kind of an update of where everything's at. Hopefully I'll be putting them out more often. This is more of just an informative video. There's not going to be any work done in this video. And so look forward to the future videos of the Supra and the Ranger. And again, I apologize, there's no more Foxbody. I know a lot of you look forward to that. I'll still be glad to answer any Foxbody LS related questions that you have. Just comment down below or just message me through YouTube and I'd be happy to answer them for you guys. So stay tuned for the future videos. Thanks.